Sure.
So we are now live. I'm with Saint BRI, finally fighting through the storm and everything else out there. And this is a very unofficial thing, but I think throughout our sitting we're going to be talking, and I just wanted to bring the conversation to the table with all of you. But we're very hungry, so excuse us. Tony's on this side; he's over here. So we're gonna eat for a second and see what kind of conversation spark up as we go along.
Just simply this turkey chili is pretty good though.
Really? I'm so hungry. I don't even know what is what. Oh,
I was like, you said I hadn't eaten breakfast yet. I'm like, you're about to fight immigration.
I knew what they were gonna ask. I should have played more with them. But I'm like, I really don't have time to play with y'all.
Like, I gotta go.
I was gonna start off with because I know what kind of stuff they were gonna ask. I was gonna. There was a lady cop. I was gonna tell her. I was gonna be like, "Have you ever been lied to by the best?"
Like,
And I just looked at her like this, you know.
you would have been like on the red list. They would have let you go.
Oh yeah, they would have brought me in the room, the interrogation room, and then I would have told them, so we're doing a cognitive interview now. I would have told every step of the way. I would have told them what they were gonna do, so they realized this guy know what we're about to do. And I'm like, nah, I don't have time today.
And then you would have messaged me like, yeah, they're not letting me on Twitter.
Yeah, Brie, I'm being charged with espionage. I'm being charged with treason.
So I'm actually spending the night in jail. So
I've been charged with a federal crime, federal life felony.
now I'm starting to panic and I really deal with this every day. But Ontario's nice. So you're doing a talk on Monday?
Yeah. I have the book for you. I have all your little goodies right over there.
Oh, okay.
But here we go. This is more less pronounced.
Less bright in the face.
Better will sign the book for you
Oh my gosh, it's so nice.
already, so we can skip that process.
Oh, good. Well, no, that would have given me a reason to fly to Ontario.
I went to see him without any agenda. I had nothing planned. I just wanted to be in his presence, just like how we're doing now, to feel the energy.
Yeah.
And to find out what his mission was. I mean, we all been knowing his mission, but I just wanted to just get some real face-to-face interaction. And then I told him, that's right, you're still doing the book signing club. And they're like, we should hold a session together.
Oh, that's what that brought it up. Okay.
Within a matter of like 20 minutes, I brought all these things out, opened it up, fired it up. He was like, whoa.
I know. I was watching that.
He was standing there the whole time just watching me. Like, this the setup part of it. He didn't realize how fast it was.
Yeah.
I had my tripods there and everything.
I'm so used to it though.
Yeah.
You go live randomly.
Yeah, I think all the other months they only have one or two laptops, but I have backup system in case it fails. Of which one? Yeah, one fails.
Yeah.
617.
They blow up laptops. I imagine like how often you use it, you probably have to die every once in a while.
Well, I need the laptop for my dad's office too.
Okay.
So it serves dual purpose.
Because your dad, is he still working?
Mm-hmm.
And you help him at work too?
Mm-hmm. I was working, just not yesterday, but the day before yesterday. A lot of phone calls coming in.
What's the job? You don't let me ask you.
Oh, it was a lease,
Oh.
but it was like a $30,000 lease.
That sounds expensive.
Yeah, and it was a last minute thing. So,
Feels like a yes.
Tony Lemon. Oh.
So you have to drink it the Japanese style. I don't know how well that would work with something as like turkey and chicken soup. It felt like miso.
It's kind of good.
Well, there would have options plus.
Barnes & Noble?
Like, we'll have to drive to it.
Okay.
So we'll walk over there, but
Is that your car?
Yeah.
It's a Subi?
It's super.
It's so cute.
It's a. Me and my roommate say it's super cool.
Oh.
That thing can get you anywhere. Like I had that when I was in Indiana. If it gets really bad, like really really bad, you just put X mode on and it'll drive through any weather.
No, Subi's no joke.
I love it.
The top of the line Japanese, you know.
Yeah, the sad thing is that I needed that car for my job. I didn't have a car before, so I kind of had to get a car then. But then, like a month or two after the Wilderness Editions came out, I would have gotten the Wilderness Edition if it would have been available, but unfortunately not. So, are you staying at the? Were you staying in the monastery in Ontario or at a hotel?
I didn't want to burden them.
Oh.
And plus, I wanted to conduct some research in the city. My thing has always been social research
Yeah.
and find out the economic situation, social situation, political situation,
Oh.
economic, social, political. So as we out and before we got our car, we were in an Uber, and I would ask students questions. We had this civil engineer, Indian guy,
Yeah.
young guy, young
The
student,
Uber driver.
and he was telling me about how everyone's moving to Alberta.
Oh.
How it is free healthcare, but if you go, you better be on your last dying breath, or else you're gonna be sitting for 6 hours.
Yeah, I have heard that.
Yeah.
That's like as I've talked about different. My dad, I've talked about different kind of like options health wise, and he was like, that's what I've always heard is sometimes it can be hard to get assistance unless it's life threatening right away. Like, you have to be on the list. So I know there's pros and cons to both sides of things.
Yeah, and then when I announced that I was coming, I think I heard him say something about accommodation or
Okay.
lack thereof. So, and they're in the middle of building another, like they're building another building, and so sometimes when you go last minute, um, with very little announcement. You're right. I just didn't want to be a burden for a week there.
That makes sense. It's still nice you can go by. Are you staying at the same place?
We're bouncing all over.
That was a very nice hotel we were staying in. It was like,
Earlier
yeah.
with the window.
Yeah.
Oh, you seen it?
I saw it because I was like, I wonder where that's at. 'Cause I was trying to figure out where you were at. And I looked up at the picture they had of you looking over the Niagara Falls.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, holy crap.
It's nice, and it's made possible by that gentleman right there. Very rich gentleman right there.
You just made me-
Wealthy gentleman right there.
Check this photograph. Now I'm feeling remorse for making you guys buy Panera. That was my plan.
I just want you to enjoy it. Today's your day.
Especially since you had to drive.
Today's your day.
So I appreciate that.
I didn't want you to think about anything.
Don't worry about anything.
Just the thought that counts, first and foremost. That's why I'm here, because it was your thought that counts, and I'm yet to give an official statement. So we'll wait till we're done being human, and then I'll give an official statement, talk about it, have your gifts. So
Okay, sweet.
it was about your actions. It was about your thought, and it was about your actions. She's not a millionaire, so don't go after her.
I would.
The guy behind the camera is. Go after him.
Take him out. He's like, no, please don't. Yeah.
No, he's not a millionaire either. But it's funny. I didn't bring a credit card. So when we get to the car,
Yeah.
we need a credit card. Tony grabbed the credit card, and it was declined. There was like $300 in it, and I'm looking at him like, how do you have $300?
You're like, what?
I always thought Tony had like 5,000 limit in there.
I purposely
It
checked
was
credit
so
cards.
funny. It was just so funny. The whole thing.
You're like, oh no.
Oh my god. And so we ran around and we came back, and finally he made his payment and it came through. And I was just like, oh, we're off to a great start already. At least we got the car.
Worst comes to worst, we can sleep in it. No, you don't want to get stuck out in this weather.
It's not a surprise to me. In 2016, I think, or something like that, I went through a blizzard in New York and Washington. Like the snow was up to my knees.
I was curious if you'd ever driven snow.
I didn't drive through that.
I know I sat in that. There's something else.
I walked through it.
Oh, even worse. I kind of know that feeling though. It was when I was living in Indiana. They had a really bad storm, and it was like 5 feet of snow. And I needed to get my garbage can to the end of the driveway because it won't stop,
Right.
unless it's like that bad. And like wading through that, it's like up to my hips. Lugging like the giant green trash cans behind me. And it was like 2 degrees out. That was heck. I was like, I don't know how people do this.
I walked in Washington D.C. in my suitcase, a big, what had a defective wheel,
Everybody's watching you like crazy.
and literally dragged this thing around Washington because I was with Lucas and he was into art.
Okay.
We went to the Museum of Fine Arts
Yeah.
in Washington.
That's cool.
It was huge.
I've been to the Met because I'm a huge Van Gogh fan. I had to go see Van Gogh's paintings. But I've been to the one in Raleigh, but I've not been to the one in DC yet. Mostly because DC is crazy. I thought about going back. I went there just for a weekend. What did we do? We did the I Spy Museum, which was really cool. You pretend to be a spy. Use espionage.
Chateau Tony, maybe when I come back from overseas, I think our next trip is going to be Alaska. Right now, I'm trying to pinpoint all of the high-risk places that are not going to be there anymore due to climate change.
That's true. I want to go to Alaska so bad. I love watching those like Life Club Zero shows. But I think some of those are in Canada because I think it's in Yukon. Either way, they're crazy. It's so beautiful. I had a friend that was trying to get me to fly to Washington this year for like a friend trip kind of thing that I tried to do. But then I was looking at the cost. I was like, maybe we stay within driving distance this year. So we're gonna go to Tennessee and like the Smokies and stuff like that, which is also beautiful.
Right.
I'll eventually make it out there.
And then Hawaii. Anywhere there's earthquakes, tsunamis, you got to go see it before it just not going to be there anymore. The way how climate change right now is.
I'm hoping that something. I'm not betting everything on it. I can see a shift in the people being more conscious, health conscious, environmentally conscious. I was watching a show last night about Zac Efron's in it. It's like some kind of like world travel show where he goes to different places. The episode is all about water and how important water is. It was so interesting listening to like the different types of water and like where people get water from and then like holy sites like blessed water. It's a very interesting episode. There was one where they were talking about he's called a water sommelier. And it's the first in the United States. It's in California. And it's kind of like a wine vendor, except it's water. But it's different types of water from different regions, different areas around the world, and they all taste different. And they have different viscosities and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, wow.
It was kind of cool. I thought I'd try that. Maybe if I ever make it to California. Been there once. That was crazy. Have you ever been to California? Like LA? Talk about economic growth. It was bad when I went there in, I think, 2018. So I can't imagine what it's like now.
The salad's really good.
I think it's very good. I'm hungry too.
We both woke up and we were like, We're gonna have time because where we were, the car was parked far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Was
like,
past the lunch time, so salad's good.
there you go. And then if you guys get hungry again, there's a Starbucks and Barnes and Noble. So you get your coffee there. Nothing else.
Just to hold down the initial morning hunger.
Yeah.
No, I really wanted to explore the Bronx. You know, where there's poor, poverty, and high crime. I wanted to go there,
Yeah.
and I may today, maybe. I don't know how long I'm gonna have to fight through this,
Well,
but
I was about to say, like,
probably not the best. Great day to.
because if you're trying to get to the Bronx, so you done it. You're not done in Canada, right?
No, I gotta go back
Okay, so
tomorrow by like 4.
let me see how far away New York City is from you. Yeah, it says 8 hours away.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're gonna make
I
it.
expected that. I looked it up the other day.
8 hours and 8 minutes. It is cool. If you ever do get the chance, have you been to New York City before?
Manhattan.
It's a cool city. There's a lot. It's weird because, like, when I was even there, I was talking to you about it. Like, you can see all the beautiful, but also it's just a city where you can disappear, and it's a weird feeling. There's just so many people,
Right.
no one pays attention.
Well, they are. You just don't know it.
Well, that too. Maybe the wrong people are paying attention to me. We're still gonna make it.
There's a big issue right now with policing over there.
Oh yeah. I mean,
They're all leaving.
let's be honest. NYPD is always still messy like that. I watch enough true crime to know that. That and the LAPD. They only do the best they can though with how big of a city that is. It's hard.
It's big. They didn't even have break rooms for them. Or the break rooms had like broken couches for the cops.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much sitting down time you have. I mean, you want to not be bored, that's the place to go.
I'm so hungry. I didn't even think about that yet.
So good. This chili's good. Just been eating it all day. What's your favorite thing you've seen in Ontario so far?
Niagara Falls.
Right. I think it was on the Canadian side when I saw it. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Powerful. Did you go down to it or just from the hotel?
It was 5 o'clock when we got there.
True.
It was getting dark
And cold.
and cold. But I mean, it's not gonna be my last trip up here. So
It's gonna be your last trip.
not gonna be my last trip. I'll get done with the Vietnam thing and figure it out from there.
Yeah. Do you have an idea of how long you're gonna be in Vietnam, or is it kind of just play by ear?
For now, a couple months.
Okay. Because you said you're staying in one monastery, right?
Possibly.
Possibly. Or with family?
That we have plenty of.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is like,
uncle.
where are you staying at?
Yeah. And if I do stay at monastery, it'll most likely be in Thailand. Yeah. Not Vietnam monastery.
Why?
Political climate.
Oh, that makes sense.
Celebrity monks, I want to be a celebrity in certain countries. I want a nice quiet place.
That makes sense. Yeah, I want to get out to that area. Some I really want to go see Angkor Wat. In Cambodia.
Oh yeah, Cambodia. Yeah, yeah.
It's on my bucket list.
Mm.
But I want to go to Thailand just because I want to touch an elephant. And I feel like that's the easiest way to do it.
Mhm.
But I can't do it here. They're too safe about getting trampled by them. You know? I'm gonna give an elephant a bath. And like they do that, which I think is hilarious.
Sri Lanka, And Myanmar are two places where Buddhism, the faith of Buddhism is very high.
Yeah, yeah. Not Sri Lanka. Because if I'm not mistaken, so you got Bodh Gaya as the tree, but then Sri Lanka also has a tree.
Everything in the Buddhist context is
Yeah. What is that tree though? I forgot. Is it
the
like
Bohi tree.
but is it like a sapling from the original? Okay,
Oh yeah,
what it is.
that's the one.
Because I know the one that's in Bodh Gaya is like 5th generation ancestor, descendant.
No, they kept that tree still.
But then the one that's in Sri Lanka, I think I heard like came from one of the seeds or something like that.
Possibly, I don't know.
Yeah, I just know it's also really old and really popular. I was watching another documentary. I love watching. Hunting God is made possible Life of Buddha documentaries because I love watching them, and they all talk about different like World Heritage sites. Do you think you'll ever do the there's like a pilgrimage to where he was born, where he became enlightened, where he taught his first teaching and then
Sure.
when he died.
Deer Park.
I think you're supposed to like pilgrimage all 4 of those eventually.
Yeah, just gotta make my way over there first. In Thailand, I know a couple of months, and they have tours over there. So we'll just have to see how that goes, and then I'll go with their tour.
Oh, there you go. I thought that, like, I was gonna look up at some point. They had like Buddha or Buddhist specific tours that you can hop on. I don't have to think about it. And then hopefully with a bunch of other people that also don't know what the heck they're doing. I feel like when we're all confused in a crowd, we're saying group numbers.
Right. Okay, so for all those who are joining us, let me set up. You guys are gonna see me. I forgot how awkward it was for a camera to be pointed at a person while they're eating. Oops. My bad. My bad. Sometimes people can't sit and digest because there's a camera in front of them. I'm gonna set everything up because we're gonna get down to business here with Saint BRI, and we're gonna talk about why I'm here, and we got some gifts for her, and we're gonna talk about how she became a living saint, which is key and crux to this meeting at Panera Bread in Buffalo, New York, and how our talk is going to inspire millions of people, especially this day and generation. So I'm gonna fire this other laptop on real quick.
Oh my gosh, you have so many cameras.
Huh?
I said you have so many cameras.
I only brought one, two. I need my iPad too. Tony ran. The phone is in replacement for the other laptops that I was supposed to bring. Technically, I need 4 laptops at all times when I'm doing live. Or if I don't have it with me, then the phones replaces those. There's just 2 Facebook accounts, 2 Facebook, and then Instagram, and then YouTube. 1, 2, 3, 4. And TikTok is phone or iPad, so 5. But yeah, technically it's 4 or 5. And it's somewhere down the line, something always fails. So
That is true. You have 2 Facebook.
for backups, and they failed before. Like 2 will go at the same time, and all of a sudden, like the orange account will just die. So the red's still going. But I don't think I've ever had both of them die at the same time. Maybe once in 5 years.
Okay.
But every time when a monk gives a Dhamma talks, it's very important. It's like literally treasure and gold coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
So you have to preserve it. And my thing was not just for the people, but it's also to preserve it so that I can track myself, how I've grown as a teacher and the teachings. Yeah.
That makes sense. You want me to take the books and stuff away?
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Out of the way
Wait,
for you.
Tony ran away.
I have no worry. I'll go find him, maybe.
Now, obviously, you all can see that I am not a lazy monk because it is winter storm right now, right outside this window that you all can see. So somewhere down the road, when I get a little older, someone's gonna be like, "He's a lazy monk." I'm like, oh no. Oh, no. I got some books for Bree. We're gonna go over some books that I have for her, and we're gonna go review the way how she's been studying Buddhism, and then that will give you all a good background too on how you should study after I leave for Vietnam. It's connecting to the internet right now. An error. This is the ultimate backup, just in case everything else fails. You have the GoPro. Huh?
I don't see Tony.
He's probably in the restroom or something. And then this is the ultimate backup in case everything fails. Then we have something that's not live, but he's probably in the restroom or something. And then this is the ultimate backup in case everything fails. Then we have something that's not live, but it's in an SD chip, and you
Record it.
can record it.
Okay,
So
that makes sense.
is even subsequently with technology, you have backup for backups. Just because I don't trust technology.
That's very smart.
It's not touchscreen. There's always people flexing their muscles on here. Instagram too. Like sometimes people sit next to me and they're like, "Oh, who's that?" And I'm like, "I don't know. They're hitting the gym."
Literally, I don't know what it is. What was it? I once actually had a laptop that was touchscreen, but the screen stopped working and it would glitch. And
Yeah.
then what would happen is the touch screen would battle my mouth to get it back on. And then that would get rid of the computer. It was useless. That's why I never got a touch screen laptop.
Right. So that is bright. Let me see the brightness in this one. Oh yeah. So it's bright enough.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the layout kind of battle of it.
Yeah. So they can see. Oh, that's okay. It's good. Less focus on us.
There you go. More than still outside. Just like that.
Okay. I think this should be good because I'm not gonna go out and get some more. Just it's difficult to see.
Get some more snow.
Yeah, this is probably too far away. Maybe.
That
Yeah.
might work.
Oh. Okay. All right. So hello to all of you on there. Let me So with the YouTube. Oh.
It's kind of cool to watch the behind the scenes of all this.
Pretty cool, huh? Everyone on YouTube, I'm gonna actually stop it and then restart it again because obviously we were eating earlier. So anyone who joins us, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, we're just watching them eating and not the talk." So just join us here in 5 seconds
That is true.
on YouTube. And for